According to Maryland's Do Good Institute, fewer Americans are volunteering and giving than at any time in the last 2 decades. The Granite Curling Club of Seattle, Washington relies entirely on volunteers to run events and day-to-day activities, yet struggles to find enough volunteer help. Our project goal is to understand and mitigate barriers to volunteering at the Granite Curling Club. We started with formative research through interviews, auto-ethnographic diary studies, competitive analysis, and literature review, and we uncovered 4 major themes to focus on: volunteer mentorship, intrinsic motivators like reward systems, documentation of repeatable processes, and utilizing clickiness, in other words, making it easier for new people to join in tight-knit groups. A big realization was we learned that volunteer activities were ran mostly through word of mouth and impromptu processes for nearly 60 years. When COVID-19 hit, that really changed everything for us. We quickly learned online tools like Zoom and Mural so we could move our project forward without losing momentum. To gain a deeper understanding of our volunteers was achieved through 2 methods: a club-wide survey which surfaced volunteer sentiments, and a remote participatory design session where volunteers could draw or design their ideal volunteer experience. This more in-depth research revealed 12 distinct areas where improvements could be made to increase more volunteer engagement at the GCC. At this point, we surfaced many barriers to successful volunteering and had an aha moment that it didn't make sense to nudge volunteers into a broken system through behavior design. So we pivoted our approach from behavior design to service design. We brainstormed ways to overcome barriers to volunteering that we found, and a playbook surfaced as the best artifact to bind together all the solutions. We felt the playbook was an ideal service design artifact because the structure could bind together the many solutions we had. It could feel fun, it could be clickable for direct access to data, it could easily be shared, and it worked great for documenting common unwritten knowledge. However, we were kind of uncertain on how we would even usability test a playbook like this. A usability study was conducted where participants were directed to specific sections of the playbook while following Think Out Loud protocol. Note takers captured positive and negative themes in a mural board for quick identification. Overall, the feedback was very positive. Using themes from the usability study, we built formal requirements for the playbook. To accomplish this, GitHub was used for distribution, version control, and documentation. Understanding that volunteer activity is on the decline in the United States, we can see this playbook being shared and used by other volunteer organizations, and perhaps even published, to help solve a larger sociological problem.